I want to introduce to you a new brand of power tools called TechPo. They're out in Amazon at a very budget-friendly cost. These two were bought at the same time in a combi set. This was £100 and this was £20. So I'll go through each of the drivers slash drills and I will explain to you what its purpose and so that you can decide what you need to buy. So let me start with the smallest one. This is the cordless screwdriver. And this is something that you would probably buy when you first found yourself trying to put together IKEA furniture and your hands and wrists are hurting from screwing all the screws in. And this does all the work for you. And this is very simple. It's just one speed, right? There's no variable speed. And you could also change the directions to take it all apart. And basically you could twist it to form this straight, what looks like a electric screwdriver. Usually people have it like this because it's more compact and it allows your palm to push it in, to drive it in. This comes with a light here as well, and this also has a flashlight. It has a micro USB here to charge. So this is lithium, which is great. It holds the charge for much longer, like something like 6 months. You see here, there are torque settings here, and you want it to stop when it reaches to the piece of wood. That's when it removes the clutch. For something like this, is a bit over-engineered in that it's because it goes so slow anyways. You know when to stop. For most, all you gotta do is set it to 9 and just let it rip. There's also a drill setting as well, which is great. So when instead of having just a screwdriver, you can now have a drill set. So let me just show you this here. You can have it like this, and this is to ensure that there's grip. You can't pull it out. If you drill in, right, and then you drill out, you could pull this out. Otherwise, this would come apart. When would you need to upgrade? And it's because if you find this really slow, you might consider upgrading to this. This is much more powerful and much more versatile. It could be a driver as well as a drill. Driver meaning this could set screws, and it has torque settings as well. And this one is definitely necessary because it goes really fast. And you want to make sure that you can set it in a way that it doesn't strip the screws. But another feature about this, what's great about this is variable speed. So you could go really slow as well. But why would you do that when you have this ability? This is called a chuck. Let's put this in here. Let's set it to 9. Let's not go overboard. And so you see, once it got there, you hear the sound where it disengages from the drill. I'm just flicking over to the hammer function. What that does is pound the drill bit into something really hard like concrete. And you need a special drill bit for this, and that's a carbide tip masonry drill bit to do just this. This is fine for putting small screws because you could only drill a small hole. If you need something bigger, you need what's called a SDS drill. At what point do you need to use something like this? Requires screwing in screws like this into something like this. Notice that this is purely for driving screws in because it has the same hex here. This is called the impact driver, and what it impacts is it impacts the rotational force of this, so it like hammers it in, and what it does is it maximizes the force as well as engage the bit with the screw. It's kind of like tapping onto the trigger, but it does this 100 times a second. That's all the tapping, and doing so it's actually a lot quicker than a normal driver like this. Let me just unscrew this. You see, it doesn't need the impact anymore because it's a lot easier to pull out. This thing would take a long time to do, and it would be heavy on your wrist because of the resistance of these screws. I recommend getting these hex bit drills, so it turns your driver, both impact driver or the cordless screwdriver, into drills. The cordless electric screwdriver comes in a nice hard case. You see you got a lot of accessories. This is for little extensions to reach very small holes that this couldn't reach anymore because this gets into the way. And you can see it's PH0, PH1, and then PZ0 and PZ1. There's no 2. They thought of, hey, if you have a small hole, it might be a small screw, so let's give you a PH0. There's not much loose parts apart from the cable, which is nice. I like how everything is clamped on. There's also a security screw as well. You see these little dimples? That's for, electric parts that they don't want you to take apart, and it comes with that. That's quite nice. Nice touch. The combi set comes with the impact driver and the cordless drill, and it comes with 2 batteries, and this is a quick charger. It takes only half an hour. You can see here in the back it is 4 amps charging, and these things are 2 amps per hour, so that means it just takes half an hour to charge them. It also comes with this thing. This is a very nice touch. It's for reaching tough corners. If you put your driver here, it spins this. It comes with a set of accessories, which has drill bits, which are high-speed steel, and that could get you through metal, plastic, wood. Nice extension as well, and another extension for that to have extra long drill bits if you want hard to reach areas. And this one doesn't have security screws. Oh, it does actually. It has these 2. That's nice. It comes with a fairly small compact bag, which you could hold both drivers and the accessories as well, but you got to pack it carefully. So you put the big drill in like this, and then the small one, and then the impact driver, and then you put the accessories kind of to the side there, and then there you go. You can fit that. You can't fit the charger though. You got to put that separately. If you like future buying advice on everyday products, just like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.